All right, I think we've got a daily record. We've got a Corona 7-pack today, a little sixer, plus a bonus for the holiday season. COVID Christmas getaway 1 million fly on Friday as holiday travel season kicks off amid pandemic, while overrun California hospitals prepare to ration care, and nation sees another 202,000 cases and 2,814 deaths. And when they say ration care, they mean, sorry, Whitey, and sorry, old people. You'll see why I say that. Just keep watching. And plus what I talked about yesterday. We'll just read the headlines on these. Pretty explanatory, but there's a lot to buzz through, so I'm not going to sit here and make this a 2-hour video. TSA says more than 1 million people traveled by air in the U.S. on Friday as the Christmas travel season begins. Friday saw another 249,709 affected and 2,814 deaths, with 113,929 currently hospitalized with the 19. California hospitals are considering rationing care as hospital ICUs become overrun with patients. Now 98.3% of California's population is under harshest tier of lockdown, with stay-at-home orders in place. On Saturday night, Apple announced that it is temporarily closing all 53 of its stores in California. No mention of whether or not all of the Chinese slaves are going to be allowed to spend the holidays at home. Those in China that are making those cheap phones that they're selling for $1,000 each. And by Chinese slaves, I mean those individuals getting paid $2 an hour, sometimes. And by holidays, I mean ours, of course, because I don't care about Chinese holidays. Every single U.S. state is being advised to consider ethnic minorities as critical groups for vaccination, with half prioritizing Black and Hispanic residents over white. Half of U.S. states mention racial equity in their plans for vaccine rollout. Of these, 12 states specifically mentioned efforts to reach diverse populations. California, Louisiana, New Mexico, North Carolina, and Indiana are among those who have listed equity as a key principle for vaccine distribution. New Jersey, California, and Kansas will focus on improving access to the vaccine by targeting transportation issues. New Mexico will focus on Native American communities. Oh, that's great, New Mexico. If you're focusing on Native Americans, that's everyone born in your state then. As I've said before, I'm native to America, so can I go over to New Mexico and get a vaccine, or am I not dark enough? Many states will be focusing on their communication to Black communities who have shown increased hesitance to take a vaccine. In the U.S., Black and Hispanic people are almost 3 times more likely to die from the 19 than whites. And actually, I heard somebody talking about this. It was kind of funny. I've alluded to this in the past. During all of this, there was a great missed opportunity to encourage individuals to exercise, to go out and be healthy. But what do you hear on the news every day? Boo-hoo, the numbers, boo-hoo racism, boo-hoo the system, boo-hoo it's somebody else's fault. Where's the encouragement? Where's the damn Pelaton commercial? Give me that sexy girl from the commercial several months ago. Get her out there. Let's have her lead some Pelaton exercises for everybody. If these individuals are having comorbidities at a lot higher rates, and their incidences of, say, cardiovascular diseases, I don't know that the numbers show that. I'd imagine there's some disproportionality there. That why hasn't there been encouragement to, instead of just waiting for somebody to try to solve your problem, why haven't they been trying to encourage people to actually have body positivity instead of the body negativity movement that we see? Here's a quick look at a map. States focusing on Black and Hispanic residents for vaccination rollout. It looks like a lot of what you would expect, although some red states are in the blue, and that they are giving greater preference to minorities. So Kansas, Oklahoma, Wyoming, Montana, Idaho, Utah, states, Iowa, that you would think would just focus on everyone. And it's like I was saying yesterday, I felt like focusing on the elderly was the great way to go, after, of course, focusing on staff that comes into contact with patients like this, like nurses and doctors and stuff like that. So them first, then the elderly, then we kind of parse it out from there and try to figure it out on a case-by-case basis. And then some states are not prioritizing yet that you may expect. These blue New England states, Connecticut, Delaware, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, some of those states that you might expect, Vermont. Interesting how the map breaks out. It almost would look like an electoral map, or you would expect it to look like an electoral map. What is this? States giving greater preference to minority communities, and then Hawaii's in the blue. But their whole state is considered a minority community. Or is it? It's not Black and Hispanic. All right, let's just read a little bit more. And I went and scanned through the first part of this article because I just wanted to have my sarcastic nature fed like it always is. When they talk about minorities, and I always tell my wife this, I said, they never talk about Asians in anything. This, college admissions, finances, Asians are never seen as minorities. They're always lumped in with white people. Not a single mention of Asian individuals getting their chance to move up in the line. It's always blacks and Latinos. Most of the time when we hear diversity and minority, it's always black people. So I'm surprised Latinos even got a shout out here. So shout out to all my Latino peeps out there. In California, Latinos make up 60% of COVID cases, even though they are 40% of the population, according to The Guardian, with farm workers being significantly affected. Governor Cuomo echoed these thoughts in New York. We know that our black, brown, and poorer communities have fewer healthcare institutions, he said last month. Their communities, too often, have healthcare deserts. So if you know that poorer communities have a problem, then why wouldn't it just be a thing where you just go on class-based? Why does it have to be a race-based thing like that University of Pennsylvania professor was talking about yesterday? Why does it have to be race-related? Why can't it be class-related? Interesting. FDA is investigating allergic reactions to the vaccine in multiple states as one Chicago hospital pauses its program after 4 workers suffer ill effects. And CDC issues new guidelines for those allergies. Not laughing at that, but I just can't help thinking about that nurse. She was kind of cute, but I can't help thinking about that nurse that fainted. So I'm thinking of you, baby. You know, call me. CDC confirms that at least 6 have had adverse reactions to the vaccine. So far, some 272,000 shots of the Pfizer BioNTech vaccine have been given in the U.S. In Alaska, 3 healthcare workers needed medical attention after getting the shot. In Chicago suburb, hospitals stopped inoculations after 4 had severe reactions. FDA says allergic reactions could be due to polyethylene glycol, PEG. PEG is a chemical compound present in both Pfizer and Moderna vaccines. PEG is also found in laxatives as well as creams, ointments, and solvents. In industrial use, PEG is also a binding agent that can be found in antifreeze. FDA insists most Americans with allergies should be safe to get the shot. You can trust us. Moderna starts distributing its 19 vaccine with trucks expected to begin rollout to more than 30,700 U.S. locations tomorrow. U.S. Army General Gustav Perna said on Saturday, press call trucks are being loaded with the Moderna vaccine Saturday ahead of trucks rolling out Sunday. He said the jabs will reach healthcare providers by as early as Monday. Perna also apologized on Saturday for miscommunication with states over the number of doses to be delivered. Several states said they had received far fewer Pfizer doses than expected this week. Give us more! The FDA authorized distribution of Moderna Friday. The same day, a record 114,751 people were hospitalized across the U.S. These are real people who died. Austin artist plants more than 25,000 flags in his yard to remind maskless neighbors of each 19 death in Texas. Shane Riley of Austin, Texas, was frustrated. People weren't social distancing. He was mad they weren't doing what he wanted and living their lives to his beck and need and desires. His son, 17, is immunocompromised and at greater risk if he contracted the 19, so the son should stay inside, correct? So Riley planted flags in his yard, one for every 19 fatality in Texas. At the time he began, there were 800 fatalities. As of Sunday, there were 25,522. Texas has the second highest number of fatalities in the U.S., behind New York. Here's his setup right here. There he is. You'd expect nothing less than a grift from somebody like this. Way to put your I voted sticker on your mask. Surprised the mask isn't pink. Maybe you should dye his hair pink as well. I went and I scrolled through this a little bit. We'll cut to the chase here. With the statewide death toll continuing to climb, Riley needs to find a bigger home for the flags. He started a GoFundMe crowdfunding page in October to solicit donations. As of Saturday, he has raised nearly 2,200 of the 5,000 he is seeking. And it's like I always say, my cynical side with these people, it's always a grift. He was nowhere to be found. Did you know, when I looked this up, I was just thinking about this when I was thinking about grifters and COVID and everything, and about 800, sometimes 900,000, sometimes 1 million people die of some kind of cardiovascular related disease each year. You know how many flags he planted in 2019 for this, or even 2020? Even 2018. You know how many he planted? Those flags for all of those deaths? Nada. But when there's an opportunity, and supposedly this guy's some kind of artist, when there's an opportunity to make money off of this, and again, with his immunocompromised kid, when there's an opportunity to boo-hoo, look at me, let me get sympathy, and send me money for my flags and for my sick kid, the grift is on. So that's my cynical nature. EU COVID vaccine delay will cost 15,000 lives, economist warns, as millions have to wait at least another week for the jab. Millions of Europeans will have to wait at least another week before vaccination. EU determined vaccination programs begin simultaneously in member states. Germany has been pressing to begin inoculation as its infection rate spirals. You have to wait another week. Can you imagine that? You're sitting out there and you're somebody that's actually sick and you're like, come on, can I get the thing already? You're just going to let me, rot here and die? And I saved the best for last, everybody, to send you on your way into a Sunday. Wealthy Californians are offering $25,000 donations to hospitals so they can cut the line for a 19 vaccine. I bet that old Aunt Becky and Massimo Giannulli are trying to hook it up. Maybe they're going to drop 100,000. So those two and their two daughters, Olivia Jade, what's up, girl? Call me. I got your vaccine right here, baby. So their two daughters can cut the line. If you recall them trying to get their daughters into USC, or getting their daughters into USC by offering a substantial cash donation. But yet, the daughters still never served any jail time while questioning why they were posing for those rowing photos. Come on now, throw those bitches in jail with their parents. Exclusive donors in California reveal they have received hundreds of calls from their clientele attempting to skip the queue for a vaccine. One client even offered a $25,000 donation to a hospital to get ahead. Doctors have all been forced to say no, as state officials say they will be very aggressive in making sure the rich don't cut the line. Only the POCs get to cut the line, but not the Asian ones. Sorry, guys. Yet many expensive clinics are already buying up the ultra-low temperature freezers that are needed to store the Pfizer vaccine. I'm just thinking about them buying those freezers. Oh, man. The money to get the freezers has to come from somewhere. Oh, yeah. The state broke yet another record for new daily cases. 23,326 on Friday. You know what I did on Friday night? I went out and ran. You know how many people I saw out there running at the hill where I run? Also 0. California's death tolls on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. 295, 394, 288, and 265. Hey, whoa. Were the 4 deadliest days the state has seen. But wait, if we went 295, 394, 288, 265, that means we're dropping, baby. We're going down. That third wave is done, baby. We're ready for the fourth wave. That's all I've got. We're going into Christmas. Be well, everybody. We've learned about people going off to fly and see their families and stuff. Be around your families. Be well. Be smart about whatever you're doing. People, I don't know. And go and get some fresh air and exercise. God damn it. Stop sitting around your house waiting for the damn vaccine. Be proactive. Don't let this shit get you. Something that could be preventable for a lot of people. Don't let it get you. After you're done watching this video, go out and jog. Take care, everybody. Be well. Happy holidays. 5 days until Christmas. Woo! Thanks for watching.